What is up? Today we are building the state-of-the-art RC fishing boat. So in this video I will be talking through my design process and how I combine a 10-year-old high-speed carbon fiber RC boat with an advanced fish catching net. So a year ago I restored this carbon fiber RC boat and got it up and running. As you can see in this video, I took it out for a test at the lake and it ran pretty well. But there was a few problems with it. First, the ESC had no reverse, and I thought that the reverse problem was just because I bought a bad ESC. But since I didn't want to buy another ESC, I just kinda let it sit at the back of my garage, gathering dust. But one day I stumbled across it, and it turns out I just didn't program it well. So now it has reverse, just like that. So this video will be an update on this project, where I will take it out for a second test run. So before I put this boat in the water, here's what I changed. So I just made this adapter thing so that I have these 4-cell LiPos, but these are XT60 connectors, so we can use the adapter. This will make it faster than the 2S LiPos that I tested it, so it should be 2 times faster. Please remember to stick around till later in this video where I will be using this boat to catch some fish. So at first I only used a little bit of tape to secure the lid, but this will later become a very bad mistake. Alright, here it goes. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So there seems to be a problem with the reverse on this boat, because every time it reverses, it pulls the boat down and it tilts it to one side. Oh god, that is really bad. So basically the inside was completely filled with water. You guys, I never sealed it completely. The water got inside when I was trying to reverse. That was why I found it harder to steer after a while, because all that water is weighing the boat down. So I added more tape at the back and now it runs way better. When I was testing the boat, I noticed there was a lot of fish in this river. So I wondered, what if I built something that would catch all the fish with the RC boat? It'll be interesting to see if this can be something more than just the RC speedboat. So on the next day, I brought my newly made contraption to the river. I attached this umbrella style fishing net to the bottom of the floating device I made. And before I let the boat pull this, I tested it to see if it'll work.
Nice.
There was absolutely nothing in there. Okay, so the next day I brought out my boat for the real test. I wasn't really expecting that it'll work because the thing is that yesterday when I first tested the floating device, I saw fish swimming into the net, but every time I pulled it back, the fish just swam out, literally. Like, bruh. I'm pretty sure that I'm using the wrong kind of net because it's clearly not doing its job. But when I got to the dock that day, there was an unexpected visitor. So apparently this cat must have smelled the scent of fish and somehow got in the net last night. The net was completely empty though, but nevertheless it must have been trapped in this all night. Obviously this is a feral cat because there was no name tag on it and the closest house from here is more than 30 miles away. We had to be careful with it since it's not house trained or anything. But eventually, after a lot of struggling, we managed to get the cat through the small hole at the bottom of the net. It was unhurt and it quickly ran away. We even saw it later that day roaming around the riverbed. So there's a lesson. Don't put empty nets outside. Alright, back to the video. So this time I completely sealed the lid with tape and attached the floating device with string. My plan is to drive it to the middle of the river and then let it float for a while. Then drive it back and see if there's any fish. So there was a few problems with this design. First, the drag of the net in the water creates a very large burden on the boat. Second, the strings that connect to the floating device are slightly different lengths, causing it to turn one way. All of this makes the boat impossible to steer in water. Thankfully, I was able to guide it back to the bank using the natural current of the river. Anyways, I was not able to catch fish with this design. So I'll have to revisit this idea someday and make another design that hopefully works. I will definitely switch to another type of net that would actually catch the fish and not just feed them. If you would like to see a part 2 to this series, please like and subscribe so you can stay tuned to this channel. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a comment down below if you have suggestions on what to make next.